So as we have not done the 31st verse, so we will try to complete that. Last time we did 32, skipping the 31. So we will complete the 31 today so that we will have a completion in it. Amrdam Shudbhavo Bhanu Shashabhindu Sureshwaraha Aushadam Jagadaha Setuhu Satya Dharma Parakramaha. So this verse, which talks about the radiant qualities of Mahavishnu. So you have to understand from the previous verse, it starts Ojas Tejo Jujitara. From there itself, everything we are talking about, the radiance, light, the emanation of light and source of light, the illuminous body. So it is all talking about those type of features of Bhagavan. So here we are talking about Amritam Shudbhavaha. Amritam Shudbhavaha. So the word can be split as Amurdaha Amsuhu Udbhavaha. So the word can be split into three. Amurdam Shudbhavaha can be split into Amurdaha Amsuhu Udbhavaha. So Amurtaha, what is Amurtaha? That which gives you immortality. That which gives you immortality, life-giving. That which makes you immortal. Immortal means you are ever. So you are present. So then you become Amritaha. Amsu means which refers to rays of light. Which refers to rays of light. Amsaha, Amsuhu. Udbhavaha, that which is created. Udbhavaha means which is created. So when we see the word, understanding this, it is basically the source of nectar, which is immortal nectar, which radiates as a ray, which is created by him. So what is the reference here? The reference is the stars and the moons and the sun are created by Narayana. So the stars, moons and the sun are created by Narayana. He is the source of creation of all those things. So when we talk about that, they are referring here about, especially about the moon's quality, that moon radiates the immortal rays, and he is like the moon who is radiating the immortal rays of light. Why particularly moon? It's a question. So moon, there is two sources of light what we always see. One is sun and another one is moon. What is the difference between sun and the moon? You can know that sun is hot, scorching sun. Sun is very hot. Light is there, very bright. Sun is hot. So sun has its own temperature. Right now we can feel it, right? So in few days we can feel the hotness. The hottest days will come. The heat waves will be there. So we understand how scorching sun will be heavy. But never, ever in your history that you have studied, the moon is so hot. The moon is always a cool. So idea is cooling effect of the moon, which blows or which radiates, the rays that which radiates from the moon is like Amurtaha, Amurta Dharaha, that which gives you the immortality. Because as per the astrology also they say, moon is considered to be a mirror. And moon is something like a reflector, receiving the light and the waves and the vibration from different planets and different stars, and it reflects to the earth. So that is the power of moon. So it is very important that the moon radiation falls on us, falls on the earth. That's why everything goes with the moon there. So here they are referring to that point, saying that he is like a life-giving source. He is like a life-giving source. That's why he is considered to be immortal. So what is immortality meaning? Amrtaha meaning immortal. Immortal means what? It is not something like you are going to live forever. What is that which lives? Your name and fame. Your kirtis will be there because of your wisdom and knowledge. You will be remembered in the minds of the people. So you will become a purposeful soul for this world. So your purpose of living will become something. They are contributing something to this universe. Right? Not like 10 plus 1, 11, the person has lived his life. He also came, he also occupied some space and he occupied the earth while he dies and then he was gone. Not like that. So you also live with a purpose. You do some objective for the satkriyas that you create and you do the best objective for this entire universe and then you promote this world in something and bring up them. So this is basically what they are trying to give. So this type of quality is being bestowed by Narayan. So that's why he says, even Chinmayananda points out with the reference to Gita saying that he is like a moon ray for life giving to the plants. Same way he will be giving for our Jivatma all the information, all the things what is necessary. So the life form. So basically, when we talk about moon, we are talking about the water quality, the Jala Tattva. So when we say Jala Tattva, because moon refers to the water, so Jala Tattva, then we know that every creation, the creature started from water. So water is the source of our life. So water also becomes the Amritaha. Water also becomes the Amritaha. So that's where we also started our life. So it is all from that. So Amritaha means also referring to the water. So water is the creation. Water is the place where all the creations have been created. So that's where we also generated. We also came. Even Brahmadeva is from the Nabhi of Vishnumurti, and Vishnumurti is in the milk ocean. He is also in the water. So we can understand every creation comes from that portion when you go with the Vishnu Purana. So that is how they are linking up to the Amrdam Shudbhavaha. So everything germinates from the water, Amritaha. Banu means sun, radiant sun, lustrous sun, okay, scorching sun. So previously what he talks about moon, now he talks about sun. Two light bodies have been discussed here. But as I already mentioned, sun is scorching with heat and light. Sun has heat and light. Where does the quality of moon and sun comes from Narayana? He says towards his devotees, who showers the devotion, he is like a moon. He is like a mother who showers the moon, like a moon quality. Those who are like enemies, asuras with a negative quality, he is like a sun. He is like a sun. So scorching sun, he is a dharmavan. He always brings the dharma. He always brings that truth to him. So this is the difference where the Bhagavan shows the quality as a sun and also he shows the quality as a moon. Right? So this variation is also been referred in many places in the avataric episodes and epics and all. See what happens. Rama's wife Sita was abducted by Ravana. Right? So he is in the forest, Kishkinda. He is in the forest. He lost his wife because Ravaneshwara has abducted. So he is wandering here and there and he is going to Kishkinda. There he meets Sugriva and then he gives a word to Sugriva saying that I will kill your brother Vali and get back your kingdom and also your wife. I will restore those two things to you. And then the war was waged between Sugriva and Vali and then On the other side, one time Rama didn't understand who is Vali, who is Sugriva, who is Vali, who is Sugriva. So he got confusion. So Vali is beating the Sugriva and Sugriva got hurt. And then he comes and cries to Rama saying that, Arey Rama, you told you are going to save me. That is why I came and I was giving the big, big stunt and all in front of Vali saying that I am going to kill you. So now this guy is beating me like anything. So you are not doing anything what I'm going to do. Then he says, I want you to differentiate. So he makes a garland through those pushpas in the forest, whatever is available. He says, put this garland on your neck so that I understand you are Sugriva, the fellow who is without garland is Vali. I can kill him. And then what happens? He goes and he hides himself, and then Rama puts the arrow, which penetrates through the 7 trees, and then it goes and hits the Vali's chest. Right? So we know that. That time, as per in Valmiki Ramayana, then the straight question is, why did you hit? And the Rama says, you are supposed to be hit because what you have done, it's not good. So Vali didn't argue much and then finish. In Kamba Ramayana, there is a question. Vali puts a lot of questions to Rama, asking him why he did this. In one of the sentence, he says, ஆதியில் in Tamil he says, ஆதியில் ஜனகன் பெற்ற அன்னத்தை பாதியில் பிரிந்ததால் திகைத்தன போதும். What he says, see, the motherly quality is always attached to the mother, Devi. Right? Motherly quality is attached to the mother, Devi. So who is the consort of Rama? Rama's consort is Sri Devi's Swarupam of Sita Devi, who has been abducted by Ravaneshwara. Now what happens? The karuna and the love and the affection of that sort of a quality is totally taken out by Ravaneshwara. So what happens? Now you have become so dry, you have become so something like a desert person with barren mind. So you just want to hit anyone, you are like, you're in the revenge and you're going with that. So the idea is the love and affection is basically a motherly affection or motherly function or a motherly quality. That is what is been shown in the first nama. And the second nama as son, which is basically a fatherly quality, which is the character of the fathers, because to be very strict and disciplined. So that is where it comes to on the second portion, where he says, towards his enemy, he is like a son. So like he doesn't want to take care of all the other things. For him, there is only one nyaya, one dharma. That is what he is always. So that's the word, what the question Vali asked to the Rama. So it is true that the Narayana had both the aspects of being a sun and also being a moon. Moon is cool, moon is kind, moon is love. Sun, very hot, temperament, punishing means punishing. He doesn't take anything, he doesn't give any chance. So those two qualities were there in Narayana. So what we understand, human mind do also have right and not right, which is wrong. These two qualities are always there. When it is compassion, love, you have to be like a moon. When it comes to wrong quality, be like a sun to punish the evil and come out of it. So this Viveka Chinta is what we need, the quality what we have to get, what we have to gain from here. That is what he says here. Next one, Shashabinduhu. Shashabindu. So beautifully says here, as per the Parashara Bhattar, one who disowns the evil mind. One who disowns the evil mind is considered to be Shashabindu. Always going for the right path. Always working on the dharmic path. The one who doesn't take any wrong. He is always not meant for the wrong. This is basically what he always guides. So not only Narayana follows this, it is also important that he guides that principle to his own devotees also. When you are more devoted, when you show the bhakti to him, he guides you to be on the right path, not on the wrong. He always brings you to the right path, the bhakti path, which will be given. And people will also like to recognize you because of your devotion and also because of your achievement, what you have done. Right? So this is one thing which is very great attitude that you get. So that's what is called Shashabindu. He will make you disown the evil mind. Adi Shankaracharya interprets this as a sentence of a moon again. Why he says Shasha means what? He says it is like a hare. Hare means which is like a rabbit. So when you see a moon, there is something like a mark like a rabbit in the moon. Okay. So he refers to that in Adi Shankara refers to that. He says he is like a dot in the moon. Okay. So since the moon has a mark which looks like a hair, the interpretation is given. So that's where he says this is reference to the moon. So that's one of the reference from Adi Shankaracharya. But all the other people, they refer that as disowning the evil mind root, or disowning the adharma and coming back to the dharmic path. That is basically what they talk about this sentence. So one who controls his mind, one who controls and brings his senses towards it. So what is the major element which disturbs a human being in the samsara sagara is his sense organ. Indriyascha, which is the very greatest enemy, which always troubles him. Right? The man who controls the indriya can win over many things. Right? The man who can control the indriya, he can control many things. But the problem is the indriyas cannot be controlled. So rather, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa gives a beautiful sentence in Karma Yoga. He says, you cannot control the indriyas, you cannot control the kama and krodha. So what you can do is divert them towards the God. So the secret is divert them towards the God. Let the sense enjoy the God. Let the sense enjoy the Paramatma in full. Let I see only the God and God's alankaras and God's abhishekas and aradhana. Let you hear only the beautiful slokas and suprabhadas and the sahasranamas and what you can. Let you smell all the fragrance which has been given to God. Let you always hear and chant all the things what is best for the Rama Nama or Krishna Nama, what is there. Let your body always be at the service to the God. So this is how you are going to surrender yourself. So that is how you can win over the samsara sagara. So how you can disown? Because you cannot take a diversion. All of a sudden, you cannot jump out. So you have to slowly deviate your senses from the sense organ path, from your physical need towards the Paramatma's need. Right? So this is very important. That deviation you can do. That's what he said, as per Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Sureshwaraha, the next nama is called Sura Ishwaraha, the Lord of gods. Okay, one who is a leader of all the gods, one who is leader for everyone. Suraha. Sura means one who is good. Devatas. Devas we say. For whom he is the God. Right? So just he can disown the wrong path. What happened? He becomes the leader for the good path. So that is why he becomes the Suradeva, Sura Ishvaraha, one that bring or bestows the auspicious things. One he always gives you the good things. One always thinks about the Mangala for you. So that is where we always say he is a Lord of all the lords. Okay. So Mangala, already we have seen that name, right? So Mangalana Mangalamcha. We have also seen that word, right? Already we have seen. So Mangalam is always as considered to be austerity, prosperity. Also, there is an interpretation for the word Mangalam means one you gets the final liberation. The one who can give you the final liberation. Self-realization is also called as Mangala. Even the self-realization or the moksha is also called as Mangalam. So Mangalam means not only the austerity, prosperity or something. Mangalam is also for moksham. So that means what? One who gives you the right path so that he becomes the leader of the good path. And what he leads to you? He leads to the prosperity, basically to the moksha, to the self-realization, to the path. So this is where we are striving for, right? So our basic purpose of our soul is basically to be happy. How do you be happy? At the companion of the Godship, in the company of the God. Then only you are happy. Correct? That is what we say satsangaha. So unless otherwise you be at the good union, good companion, you are not going to be happy. See, what is the difference between heaven and the hell? The heaven and hell is all in your mind. How does the heaven comes to you? They say that if you are in a good company where there is a good like-minded peoples together, they group together and discuss about the highest element of the life. Okay, underline. That is the very important. The discussion is not about materialistic life, not talking about X and Y, how much I am going to earn, what is my investment, whether I am going for a Tesla car or I am going for a big $1 million house or nothing. It's talking about the highest goal of your life. What is that? Moksha, self-realization, nirvana. If you gather for that and you all together with a like mind, you are working for it, that is considered to be the satsanga. If you are in the good company of a satsanga, then we say we are in the path of moksha. That is the goal of our life. So this is what the Narayana can give. The Narayana can bring you that path. Next one is called Aushadham. Beautiful word. Aushadham. Medicine. Medicine. Why is considered to be medicine? Uttering a Narayana Namam. Recently we had Narasimha Jayanti. On 23rd we had Narasimha Jayanti yesterday. So what is the significance when you talk about Narasimha Jayanti? Who we should remember? Prahlada. The Hiranya testified Prahlada through what? Through different type of tests. He throwed him in the fire. He rolled him from the hilltop. He asked him to consume the poison. He has put him in the ocean, deep ocean. He has done everything to his own son because he has not said Hiranyaya Namaha. He was very angry that he is so upset that all the others in the entire country and the entire nation is saying Om Hiranyaya Namaha. Only his son is not saying Hiranyaya Namaha. He is only chanting Narayana, Om Namo Narayanaya Namaha, which made him very worried and annoyed. So what happened? All the others, they were saying that this is the only treatment that you threat him so that he comes. He is ready to even consume the poison. He consumed before consuming the poison. He said, Om Namo Narayana, consumed it. Poison didn't do anything. He was thrown from the top of the hill. Nothing happened. He was put in the fire. He came out. So what is the one word what has been saving him? Om Namo Narayanaya Namaha. So the word Narayana is Aushadaha. The word Narayana is basically the medicine. Nalam tarum sol Narayanan yenum namatti kandu konde. Nalam tarum sol. Whatever you come across, that's a one word which can help you to get rid of all your problems. That's why we say even the when you have any disease or anything, they say you have to chant Achyuta Ananta Govinda. If you chant these three namas regularly, Achyuta, Ananta, Govinda, they say these three namas will get you out of any vyati. So these are all aushadas. See, this is how our Sanatana Dharma has put all the Mula mantras into these slokas and then they give it to you as a complete package. So when you chant it, when you do with when you render with the devotion, you are going to get the benefit out of it. That's why we say it's a very ultimate medicine. Who is he? That is Narayana. Bhagavan himself is Aushada. Aushada, the embodiment of Aushada. That's why he is called as Dhanvantri. Right? Even for Dhanvantri, we say, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantri. Right? Vasudevaya Dhanvantri. So he is one of the avatars. So we can know that he is the avatar of Narayana himself. So he is Aushada. Aushada. Jagadaha Setuhu. Setu means what? Setu means bridge. Rama Setu. We hear one of the word called Rama Setu. Setu means bridge. Sedu Bandhana. Sedu Bandhana is building the bridge to join the bridges. Right? Sedu Bandhana. Rameshwara is also called Sedu Kshetram. Rameshwaram is also called Sedu Kshetram. Why? There is a bridge. There is a bridge connecting from here to Sri Lanka where Rama also used. So, Jagatah Setuhu. Here he says Jagatah Setuhu. He is one who bridges you from this world, and he puts a bridge to cross. Use that bridge to cross to where? Cross to his lokam, which is Vaikunta lokam. So, Samsara Sagaram, from where you have got a bridge. Who is that? Narayana is the bridge through whom you are going to cross out the Samsara Sagar. So that is beautifully said. Jakatah Setuhu. If you want to be here in the same Samsara Sagaram, you are not going to get, unless otherwise you put your devotion in it. It's a very important for us. So that bridge which is supporting you, the bridge which takes you out of this confusion, which helps you get out of this Samsara Sagar. So that is why we say we take that bridge, we hold on to that bridge, and then the bridge will take you out of the samsara sagar. So Jagadaha, so it is very important. That Jagat means what? That which moves, that which always changes, that is always changing here and there, which is considered to be Jagatuhu. So in this Jagat, who is the only holding place? Who is the only bridge for us to make us get out of it? It's only you have to hold to the hands of the Narayan. So that's why he says it is very important. Every Jivatma has to hold to the Narayana's feet, and then he will try to take you out of it. So Jagataha Setuhu, and then the last one which says Satya Dharma Parakramaha. Satya Dharma Parakramaha. So it is a very important quality that Bhagavan always displayed the dharmic quality. Okay, he always stood for the dharma because he said, Yada yada hi dharmasya glanihi bhavati bharatah abhyuttana madharmasya tadatmanam srijanmeham paritranaya sadhuna vinashaya tadushkratam dharma samstapanardhaya sambhavami yuge yuge. For to establish the dharma, I will come for yuga. Every yuga, I will recreate myself, and then I will come. And then I will establish the righteous path. So dharma will be established by me. So basically, he is considered to be the dharmic person. So the right example given by the commentator here, the commentator who says that under Valmiki Ramayanam, Rama is considered to be Satya Parakramaha. Why? Because he stood only in the principles of Satya. He always stood in the principles of Dharma. He never deviated from that. He never deviated from that. Even when his father died, Bharata comes to the forest with his guru, Vasishta, and all mothers and everyone comes along with him. Shatrughna is there. Lakshmana is sitting and everyone, and he comes to know that no more Dasharatha is no more for him. So he takes a holy dip and comes down, and then he sits and he is talking with the Bharata, saying that how the kingdom is, how the city Ayodhya is, how about the northeast corner, how is northwest corner. The beautiful geographical location, everything Rama narrates to Bharata. So that makes very clear how a leader understands the topography of his own location. Even before the GPS was invented, that Rama understood the latitude, longitude of this location in Ayodhya, asking about the direction, the water tank, about the temple on that corner, and the tree on this side, school on other side, everything he understood. So without that itself, Rama was having a very clean picture about Ayodhya. Now, in that place, there was a talk which comes, and then they say that Bharata says, "This is high time, brother, Bhaiya, you have to come back. Because father is no more, and I am inexperienced, I don't know. I think you are the best person, you have to come and take the kingdom." Now, it could be an easy solution that Rama could have taken this decision, right? He could have taken this decision because it is easy, because no more, Dasratha is no more. And then it is a demand. Now I can also say that because everyone was asking me, so that I came back and then I took the kingdom. But Rama said, no. Whatever I have given to my father, a promise, I don't want to break the promise. Now, even that one of the gurus says, "Are, your father is no more. And why do you worry about it?" And he says, "No, my father, you said my father is no more. Now he is in the Piturloga. He is going to look at me. He is going to think my son is going to keep up my promise. And you want to give," and he says, now the minister says, the minister is called Javali. He says, "Never mind who knows there is a Swarga or Naraga and the Piturlokas are there. Why do you worry about it? Throw those things. Those are all the superstitious concepts. Come back to the kingdom." Because he wants to motivate Rama. So he throws this word saying that Rama come back to the kingdom and then take up. Now Rama gets a little bit angry and wild. He says, "How come you be a minister to my father for so long? Discarding the Piturloga, discarding all the beliefs in Sanatana Dharma." He puts this word straight away to the Javali. So what does it mean? He doesn't want to break his Satya. So one man who stood with his Satyam, he was to sticking with his own principle. I will Satya Dharma Paripalanam. That's it. Finish. I will conduct myself. I will stood on the same promises. I will lead my life according to those promises, whatever I have promised. So this is what an avatar can do. So we have to understand, we have to at least take them as a role model to stick on to the principle, stick on to the words what we have given and work on that direction. So that is what they say here. So Rama is referred as Satya Dharma Parakrama. One whose quality is always truth, one whose valor is always truth, one who always fights and stands for the truth. So he never deviated from any of this. And also what happened, he has guided his devotees to also be like that. Who is the very good example? Hanuman. Hanuman also never deviated from the Satya Dharma path. So he also guided him to be along with him, to be on the same side, to also follow him on the Satya path, Satya. So this is the greatness what they say about Narayana. So by getting devoted to Narayana, by devoting towards those things, we imbibe these namas. At least we try to work on those qualities, and then we try to achieve these qualities in our behavior. That is why these namas are given. So 31st verse ends with that. 32nd verse we have already done. So the rest of the verse we will take up in the next class. So we will finish here today. Hari Om Kayena Vacha Manasendriyarva Badhyatmanabha Prakrute Swabhavat Karomi Yatyat Sakalam Parasmai Narayanayethi Samarpayami Yadaksharapada Prashtam Matra Hinam tu Yad Bhavet Tapsharvam Shamyadadheva Narayana Namostute Vishaggavindu Matrani Padavadaksharaani Cha Nyunani Chatiriktaani Chamasya Maheshwarah Anyadacharanam Nasti Tvameva Charanam Mama Tasmat Karunya Bhavena Raksha Janardana Hari Om Tat Sat Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam Nyayena Marghena Mahimahisham Ko Brahmanebhya Subhamastu Nityam Samasta Lokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु, समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु।